The apparatus used for Richardson and Compton experiment is shown in figure. Here C is the cathode and A is the anode, and this anode and cathode are situated in the bulb B. Here is the quartz window W, in which light is incident from these windows, and this is electrometer E. Now the relation between photoelectric current and retarding potential. They first studied the relation between the photoelectric current and the retarding potential V, irradiating the cathode C with monochromatic light of given intensity. The cathode potential V was varied from few volts positive up to 0 and negative values. The photoelectric current I was measured for different values of V. The observations were repeated with intensity of illumination X, double and triple, X1 and X2 and X3 and so on. For a given intensity of illumination X1, there is no photoelectric current when the positive potential on the cathode is greater than a critical value of plus V0. Plus V0 is the critical value. There is no current in this region. At potential just less than plus V0, a small current is produced and it reaches maximum value. It rapidly reaches maximum value when V is equal to 0. No further increase the current are observed when V becomes negative. Hence, I1 is the maximum current due to elimination of intensity X1. Now when intensity get double X2, then I2 is the maximum current, and when intensity gets tripled, then I3 is the maximum current. Means that this maximum current produced in the circuit is directly proportional to its intensity, not a potential. Now here is one relation between velocity of photoelectrons and the frequency of the light. Here V is the potential, V1, V2, V3 are the potentials, and Im is the maximum current, and lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 are wavelength incident on it. Lambda 1, when wavelength increases, then V1 and V2 and V3 goes on changes. Hence the wavelength of light increases, the critical retarding potential decreases. This means that maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons increases with increasing frequency of the light. Now here is one graph between frequency and E into V0. A linear relation is found to exist between the maximum energy of emission E into V0 and the frequency nu of the light. If E into V0 is the plotted against nu, we get for any emitting surface a straight line whose intercept on frequency axis gives the threshold frequency. Nu 0 is the threshold frequency which is given by, this is intercept made by this C upon lambda naught for this surface. The slope of straight line is the same for all emitting surfaces and is found to be equal to h. Now threshold frequency is defined as the maximum value of frequency of incident light below which the photoelectric emission stops completely. However high the intensity of the light may be. This is called as definition of threshold frequency.